More drama in the hood. More drama in the hood. And it's in the hood of Chicago. Coming to you live with the trending topics. This is Rick.
This is Sean Capone, and welcome to What's Wacky to Us as we discuss the latest hot topic right now. You know what it is. What would you do if it was your mom's? We're going to get right into it. Rick is going to pull up the clip for us real quick so you can get, a little insight.
Hey. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm going to knock you out. Oh, my grandma, say one more thing, I'm going to knock you out. Say one more thing, I'm going to knock you out. Get your food.
So, the result there was this man and this woman were fighting in a restaurant on the south side of Chicago, waiting for some takeout food. The story is alleging that the mother was texting her 14-year-old son who was waiting outside in the car that, this man was acting up in the restaurant. And this 14-year-old son came and shot dude. Thing is, he shot dude in the back. Then...
What's going on? So come on. 14-year-old, your mama, somebody cursing out your mama, and you got access to a weapon. This is a divided subject. Some people are like, oh, she shouldn't have did that. He shouldn't have did that, the young man. But also, the victim, the guy that got shot, he shouldn't have did that. He shouldn't have punched that lady in her face like that in a public place. She didn't touch him. She didn't even touch this dude. He just was like, it wasn't even a case of she touched him, started smacking on him. His girlfriend on the sideline laughing as he proceeds to bodily harm this lady. And the consequences was he didn't know she had a little man outside. He didn't know that, but she texted him. She had a license to carry. The gun is licensed to carry. And she texted the little man, come in there with the gun. Actually, it's other footage of him showing wrestling the gun from his mother. Like the mother was really going to put the work in herself, because it's a whole nother footage from the parking lot. She was going to put the work in, but the young man took the gun from him, like, because he's tight. You talking to his mother like that? Come on, man. Like, come on, for real.
So then you have. Dude running. He's already shot once in the back. He runs away. 14-year-old goes, chases him down, shoots him again. He gets taken to the hospital, dies of his injuries. Before that, mother encourages son to also shoot said girlfriend who was in the cut laughing, which I think he did also. So, here's the thing.
She didn't die though.
Nah, she's alive and well. We can always guarantee that situations like that, that's the kind of, male that doesn't have that kind of smoke for another male. He has it for an older woman. 2, what would you do if that was your mother? 1, I'm not fighting no dude. I'm thankful to have people in my life who would handle that the right way for me. If it was me, though, I'm not going to have my son fight my battle, especially at 14 years old. Now, would one of our sons come to my defense? Absolutely. I've seen them do it. I'm not a licensed, gun owner, so nobody's getting shot. We don't know if homeboy was...
your 14-year-old son from helping you? You think you could... You think... Be honest, as a mother, be honest. Do you think 14-year-old son in the car, ruckus going on, somebody done put hands on his mother, you could, even if you're saying, no, stop, no, don't worry about it. He's going to be like, all right, and go sit back in the car?
No.
Be honest.
I'll be honest. I don't think any 3 of my sons would do that. I don't think any 3 of our sons would do that. I don't think they would sit by and let me be attacked by some deranged maniac. I don't. But again, like I said, I'm not going to tell them, yo, get the hammer and get it, put this work in, get it popping. I'm not doing that. I might, if they're gonna jump the dude, then hey, I'm gonna get my stomp foot in there too. I'm just saying. Again, I'm not encouraging my children to shoot anyone. I'm gonna fight my own battles. Hell, I'll call you if I'm in danger, like that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna have my kids do the work. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna as a son, I'm gonna put myself in that situation, and my mother, knowing my mother, like my mom's. Oh man, my mom's is everything to me. So it's no stopping me, and I don't condone violence like what happened, but I get it. I don't condone it, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up in a generation, in a neighborhood where, dude, if you crack the wrong jokes, when we cracking jokes, mother jokes, it turns into a fight. If you say something wrong about somebody's mother from when I grew up, that was a fight. So you talking about now, so look at that. That's a hand fight. Now we're going fighting from a man putting his hands. I'm so emotional with this. Putting his hands on your mother and talking. That's guns. If a gun is around, or a pipe, or anything, because that's self-defense. See, this is what we're not talking about here. Now, I don't know. This lady got a $3 million bill. I don't think it's fair. It's not fair. She's black with a license with a license to carry. And by law, if you have a gun, you are able to protect property and life. That's a law. You are able to protect property and life. His mother's life was in danger, and that's his mother. So now his mother's life was in danger. So okay, so a little off the subject. So we go to Cal. What's the guy named? Cal, the young boy that traveled 100 miles with his assault rifle to protect property. Caught, 2-3 bodies?
2,
Cal Rittenhouse. Catch these bodies.
He's a hero.
None of his family members. He's a hero.
Mother drove him, again, encouraging him to do what he needed to do.
He's a hero, and he's out of jail. Mm-hmm. So here we go. Once again.
There are two
different
justice systems.
Exactly.
We are not.
And I don't want to make this a black and white thing.
Well, the fact of the matter is, we don't get to stand our ground.
But the bell did.
We don't get to stand our ground. We don't. And it was 2 black people, 3 black people, 4 black people. This was an issue amongst our own. We're not allowed to stand our ground. We're not allowed to defend ourselves. Even with a licensed gun. Now, the issue there is, yes, the 14-year-old was not licensed to carry the gun, and the 14-year-old is the one who did the shooting. But again, he was protecting his mother. But again, you'll look at the other, the on the other side of the fence is that dude was running away. Now you've got the aggravated assault charge and you set out to kill someone running away from you. But hey, I come from the south side of Chicago. You don't know if he was running around the corner to go get his boys another gun. You don't know what he had in the cut neither. So you have to do what you have to do. I understand. That's the street justice side of it, yes. But at the same time, the facts are the 14-year-old is not licensed to carry a gun. The mother encouraged him to shoot the woman who was on the side laughing. Nobody should be laughing. She's probably laughing because she was glad it wasn't her. So, you have that. All of these other variables are there. So again, what would you do? Because if it was me, again, I'm not having my kids do it. Could I stop them? No, probably not. I might try my best to stop them, but I don't have a gun, and my kids don't have access to a gun to kill someone on my behalf. Nor would I encourage them to do that, especially at 14 years old. I just wouldn't. I would just have it handled in another way.
Yeah. I feel you. But like I said, I'm like this in front of the judge. Like, whatever sentence you give me, I'm looking the judge in his face, and I'm saying, may I have another one? Because I would do the same thing again, and I would have zero remorse. Ask me, do I feel resentful, remorseful? No, I don't. You touch my mom's. It's on. It's game on. And as for a 14-year-old, now take yourself out of the grown man phase. Take yourself and put you in a 14-year-old mindset. Brain, he's not even developed. So all of that running away, I should think not to shoot him of why he's running away. That's out the window. Yeah. That's out the window with a 14-year-old.
It's an impulsive 14-year-old.
Yeah,
you're right.
That's totally. And first of all, he's gonna listen to whatever his mother's saying. They riding around, hanging out, trying to get some food, and here come this guy want to beat on his mother. You know, it's this stranger. So yeah, she should have had restraint. She could have, but also he could have had restraint. Took a deep breath, walked out, let that lady get her food, and go about his business. Now imagine if the gun wasn't there. See, now this is when the gun people come on and back somebody. Because if the gun wasn't there and her 14-year-old son come in there and get the crap beat out of him by this grown man with his mother. Now what's the story?
The fire beat out of them or potentially
be killed,
beaten to death.
Yes, because he ain't going to stop. The 14-year-old ain't going to stop. Because now, so now what? Now what everybody got to say on the other side of the peanut gallery? The gallery has two sides. You got the yay and the nay, so I don't know. That's why
it's easy to say, oh, if it was me, I would, and I would.
Of course.
But you don't actually know what you would do until you're in that situation. Like I said, I'm not fighting a grown-ass man screaming in my face and all that. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. You threatening to knock me out and all that, then I'm going to have to take it to a different level where you're going to have to be equally yoked in that situation. I'm not going to get my ass beat by some stranger who don't know how to act when he's picking up some food. So there you go. And at the same time, like you said, if there's no gun involved, hell, and I got my boys in the car. Yes, my boys are going to beat the living crap out of him.
Well, you don't know.
And then some.
But you don't know.
You don't know. Exactly.
And your kids can get hurt. Now the mother feeling crazy. Like, you see what I'm saying? So it's a lot of gray areas here. Because it's like, all right, if she don't call her kid, she could possibly, the way that man hit her, he could have possibly kept going on and on. Mm-hmm. So you have, it's very vague on what to do here. But it's not really vague for people who know what to do.
A lot of people are calling for their release. Black,
white,
where's
the GoFundMe? Because I'm donating. I'm waiting for the legal fund and the bail money fund. I'm donating. I don't care. I don't condone violence, but I understand what little man did to protect his mother, and we need more warriors like that. Protect your mother, people. Y'all young boys, don't be worried about going to jail and all that and that. It's called selfless service. We learned that in the military. Selfless service. We serving others before we put others before ourselves. And if you can't put your mother before yourself, you're a coward. So that's how I feel. Go out there, protect your mother at all costs. I would be in jail like, what? I would be like, I know. I'm just saying. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to. I don't never want to go to jail. But I would be in there like, what? I'd be like, yo, Your Honor, what would you do? I'll put it on his conscience. Then he gonna be sitting there like, yeah, young man, what would I do? You see what I'm saying? So,
it's like devil's advocate there. Like you said, I wouldn't encourage it. I don't condone it, but I understand. And a lot of people are calling for these people's release and saying, again, where's the stand your ground? The thing that's going against them is that he ran after the dude who was running away and shot the girlfriend. So that's where the criminal aspect comes in. But at the same time, you still have a lot of people calling for their release on all sides. The gun right side, the non-gun right side. You have a lot of people being like, nope.
That's when you use a gun. I don't care.
There you go.
That's when all these other things shooting through your door at a mother of four and not getting arrested immediately.
Well, she's in jail now.
I know she's in jail now, but she didn't get arrested immediately.
Yeah, because it was because of the public outcry. Yeah.
Stuff like that. Walking through a neighborhood while eating your Skittles and with a hoodie on. All of those different instances, those are suspect. They're not even suspect. Those are things you shouldn't be getting shot for. But somebody beating on your mother, some strange man beating on your mother, or whoever beating on your mother, yo, young men, be warriors. I know it's a lot of feminine energy out here, but nah, we ain't doing that. We're going to take care of the queens. You want to talk about who's a queen? Stop calling these little girlfriends queens and all this and that. No, your mother is your queen, and you protect her at all costs. That's my word. That's how I feel. You know, I don't care.
I don't disagree with that. I don't. I'm, like I said, we just
and
looking at it.
Any man that doesn't agree with that and talking about he would have tried to resolve it another way.
What other way? Resolve it another way with a man that's beating if he felt confident enough to beat an older woman, what makes you think there's another way to handle a conflict that way? They weren't arguing. It already turned violent. So there was no easy resolution there. It had already turned violent.
It already escalated. Escalation of force.
You can't be like, whoa there, buddy. Whoa.
That's when you fire. Escalation of force. That's what you do. But it's an unfortunate incident though. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's very unfortunate because all these lives are ruined. The dude, if he had made a better judgment, everybody just made a little, cooler heads could have prevailed. But I still say the cards was in that guy's hand because he did not have to swing. She did not touch him. She didn't push him. She didn't smack him. She did not do anything to provoke the violence. He was not protecting himself. She was protecting herself. Her son was protecting his mother. And it's just cut and dry. I don't even understand, what's the whole debate about? Everybody looking at it from the kid. Oh, she getting the kid. The kid's going to be fine. Trust me. The kid's going to be fine because he's 14 years old, and from what it looks like, they're trying to put the brunt. Yeah, they're putting everything on his mother.
Yeah,
They
haven't charged him as an adult, which is a good thing.
Yes,
especially for corrupt ass Chicago.
So that's our 2 cents. We just wanted to get on this topic. It was trending. It was hot. And it was a very interesting topic. And I hate that we have to always touch, we don't always, but today we touched on tragedy. We try to stay away from making topics about tragedy. So,
Yeah, but it's like you said, what would you do if it was you and your mother? How do you feel about protecting your mother? How do you feel about, throwing all caution to the wind because it's your mom's? It's a interesting thing. It's tragic. It's jacked up. There are, 3-4 black lives that are forever be altered. And it's a sad thing, but I agree. Free them both. Minimal punishment, some community service or something, because again, those are American citizens. We all saw it. Her life was in danger. She was in fear for her life. She had to stand her ground. She had to call for assistance and got it. And you know what? Homie wound up where he was going to be one way or another. Because you could tell by the way he acts, he didn't have good sense to begin with.
When you call for backup, you are overwhelmed. She texted her son. She was overwhelmed. She knew she had no wins. She needed backup. She needed air support, as we would do in the military. She needed some air support, and she got it. She got it. She rained down on the fire has rained down among the enemy. So that's what it is now.
And again, I don't feel sorry for dude. I don't. He was acting the fool, and like they say, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You dead now, and your girlfriend is single and in the hospital. Yeah. So there you go.
You got any wacky news? I don't got. What you got?
On wacky news, we had what you call it?
Submersive.
We talked about the submersive already, and the bad thing there again was the 19-year-old who went with his dad. He really, really didn't want to go. And what I saw, what was interesting there was that someone, because it was Father's Day weekend, and someone was like, his dad is mad wealthy, he probably works all the time. This was probably one of those times where he was going to have some, one-on-one time with his dad, but he really didn't want to go. That's what, trust your gut, trust your intuition, follow your intuition.
Getting into it with the billionaire son.
You already know how I feel about
he
that.
was at the Blink
And
182
he's trash.
concert.
And he was promoting OnlyFans and all that also.
His friend's OnlyFans page.
Look, my other wacky news, though, is Pharrell as the new creative director at Louis Vuitton, and him and Offset are out here looking crazy in the yard.
Oh, man.
And they got the scarf on, and you got all these men in skirts. You got he's holding this yellow Louis Vuitton purse, the duffel purse.
The $1 million purse.
With, it's like, come on, man.
Glasses.
Come on. You got Offset out here looking like somebody's auntie. Come on, like you said, what happened to the warrior masculine man?
They trying to take it away.
They're succeeding. They're succeeding
they
quite well.
Tremendous success on demasculating Black America. That's what's going on. People falling for it, and it's going to be a price to pay for that in the future with my people. I'm sorry, but what about this one? What about Zion and Mariah Mills going crazy? Mariah Mills ain't having it. She's like, nah, you having that baby by that girl after you've been hitting it all crazy over here. That's what's prompted all this. You promised me this and promised me that. But, why is this girl? Come on, people be delusional out here. You really, see, this is what happens when the whores think they're gonna be the wives. Through history,
but
it never happened.
It does happen
every now and then. With these entertainers.
Yes.
In the streets, it don't be happening. In real life, don't let entertainment depict your life, because it doesn't. Because in real life, nobody's really doing all that right there. Or coming around like, this is my wife, the stripper chick. Da 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 da. I just had a baby. They only get away with it in the entertainment industry because they got money, and people are so blinded by money and shiny things that they be like, oh, that's okay. That's fine. Meanwhile, this chick is going crazy, and Zion's probably somewhere like, get out of here. This is jump off. This is, I summoned you. I paid you. Yeah, I lied to you. He don't care. How are you mad? After he seen you online with many of penises all over you.
Okay. Okay. What? I mean, you make it sound like someone poured a bag of dicks on a girl. I'm just saying.
Basically, she do get a bag of dicks.
Okay. Can we just also say, on my side, I'm sorry if you on my NBA team, bruh. I'm like, Nick, go settle your shit, because you are just too much of a distraction for everything and everyone. You out here looking crazy with your box head. You got this broad tattooing her name on your face now, Like, this is just that Mariah chick. She tattooed his name on her face. Well, she's crazy. Well, evidently, she's all spilling the beans about what they was doing and just how freaky this dude is and all that. But I'm sorry, he's just too much of a distraction. Well, it's not getting her nowhere.
Get her 5 minutes of fame. Everybody want to hear a story, but after that,
they want to hear how freaky he is.
Whatever. Nobody care about Zion Williams. Zion Williams need to play a full season. That's what he need to do. That's all everybody care about. Nobody care about his
eating too much and doing bullshit.
Watching anime. He just do all the corny shit. Like, he be heavily into anime, which I know a lot of people and rappers. People, can I say one thing? Stop following these entertainers. These entertainers are paid marketers to you guys. They probably, most of them do the opposite of what they tell you to do. Like, you see Cardi B and all these girls that tell you girls out here, they don't need a man. They be fully married with kids, this and that. They tell you to do stuff. They be like, this and that. We don't need this and that. They not from the hood. They kids go to private schools. They live in gated communities. Understand that. They are not trying to downgrade their lifestyle. So they will do anything for a check. Don't believe nothing they say. You have a couple of them that's authentic, and they will turn down the money to be authentic. You have a couple. But 98%, probably higher than that, they're going to do whatever for the check. I'm telling you.
I say it's higher than that.
It's probably 99.1% so.
Yes.
Because it's crazy. They're going to do whatever for a check.
Whatever.
To preserve that lifestyle that they have created.
And that they don't want to give up.
Exactly.
Because I tell you another thing. I'm mad that I'm not mad that she stepped down as CEO. I understand she wants to spend more time with her family, blah, blah, blah. But why you couldn't find a black CEO to take over for you? Girl, Like, come with it. Your whole brand was based on coming out with stuff that would, help. You had the makeup, all of the stuff for black women's skin and all of that. Find a black CEO to take it over next time. Keep it up.
It don't work like that.
Well, I don't know. I say she could have. Well, evidently.
People put that.
I'm sure the board came up with a recommendation for it, but still, it's still your company. Yeah, I'm just saying, you could have kept it in the hood, kept it black.
Well, did Tyler Perry actually buy BET, or is it still a process? Because he's supposed to.
No, it says he's done.
They were saying he bought BET, which would be a great move. Because now I don't know, I didn't really get in depth.
I thought it was a done deal.
It was like he owns BET and VH1. So now, it's back. Bring it back, baby. Bob Johnson started it. It's the Black Entertainment Network, and now it's black owned again. That's kudos. That's kudos.
That's making a million Medea movies and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, he got his niche. He got some shows. I don't really watch them, but he got some show. I ain't gonna lie. What was that show we was watching? What? With the cult?
With the what?
The cult. Yeah, it was kind of good. I got to get back into it because I don't have BET. I got to get that. I got to download that app.
The cult joint was kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it, but yeah, that was a good one. I mean, that's pretty much it with the wacky news. I mean, like I said, hit us up on What's Wacky to Us on Facebook. Send us an email on what'swackytous@gmail.com. If there's something you'd like to hear about, let us know. Speak up on it, Thank you for joining us. We are back in effect, and this is What's Wacky to Us with Rick and Sohn Capone.